Como se dice? Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's T. It's so nice. It's so nice to see you guys. Today I'm going to be attempting, emphasis on attempting, making biscuits. I'm not the best baker at all. I'm actually probably America's worst baker. So,
Cut.
So, for our ingredients, we have salt, baking powder, flour, granulated sugar. We have butter and whole milk in our refrigerator. I'm going by a recipe because I could never do this on my own. So our oven is preheated to 425. It's still preheating right now. And we have our baking sheet that's oiled and all that set to the side. So the step says combine all the dry ingredients plus sugar, because sugar is a wet ingredient. I don't care what anyone says. 2 cups. 1 cup. These are the cool containers my mom bought. Woo! Futuristic, I know. We're so cool. I'm scared. I wish we had like a sieve or something. My biggest fear is making something, you guys can talk, I don't mind, making something and using a lot of ingredients and getting really into it and then completely messing up the flavor, and I feel like I wasted. But that's why I'm trying really hard on this one. I really want to make good biscuits because I woke up craving biscuits. And it's flat. And that's our second, ooh, that's pretty. Second cup of flour. Next we add 1 tablespoon of baking powder. There. 1 tablespoon of granulated sugar. And we're gonna take a... Anyways, our granulated sugar is in the same cool type container. Teddy! Bye, love you.
Walking on the floor with your shoes on, both of you.
Okay, and then we have 1 teaspoon of salt. Keep a clean workspace because if I don't, I'll get overwhelmed and it won't be fun for me anymore. Hopefully this pink salt, it tastes the same to me, in my opinion. If you're a salt enthusiast, sorry, making sure. That has a pretty color. The pink in there with the different shades of white. Yeah, white is a tint, so it'd be different shades of the tint. Anyways, we add 6 tablespoons of unsalted butter. My brain is small and I'm gonna go over to the refrigerator and just pull out our other ingredients and then clean up the ones we've already used. Okay, so I've put some of the stuff away and what I've grabbed is some whole milk and nearly freezing butter. Before we put all that stuff in here, I'm just gonna grab a whisk and lightly whisk our ingredients together. It's stupid. Collect myself because I feel like if I go faster it'll turn out better, but I know that's not the case. And that's my philosophy. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah. Next we set that aside. I like the way this looks, so I'll use this instead. So it says we need 6 tablespoons and we had the measurements there. It's not gonna focus, but 2, 3. I had to figure out which line marked the next thing. Okay. I'm gonna put this away. That was dumb.
You can just put it in the butter dish.
It's in there. It's in there. Now that we put on a facade of being responsible in the kitchen, add this to our right.
It's easier if you cut it up first. Like just cut it into pats and then put it in there, and that way your pastry blender won't be doing so much work.
Going to be cutting it
and avoid touching it with your hands too much.
Sorry. I'm learning though. I'm learning though.
Because the heat from your hands will warm it up.
Yeah. Just about to say, I wash my hands. I don't want to make the pats of butter too big. So what I've realized is, after deleting social media, I realized that's a lot of people's most primary form of communication with people they consider friends. I have realized that once you remove yourself from things like social media, people don't keep in contact the way they used to. But after I got rid of social media, it shows really who your true friends are. I reach out to people, don't worry. I know the term or the coinage of phone works both ways. Without me reaching out to certain people that I normally talk to, just people that I do consider friends, there's not a lot of people who keep the same energy as most people say. Interesting. Because you think you have this huge group of friends who want to keep up with you and make plans. You realize truly it's just for all the formality of it and not because they're your actual friends. And I've been taught at an early age to not consider everybody your friend. And I still do. It's a learning curve. It's a learning process. So it says keep stirring and mixing and stuff until it resembles like a crumbly mixture. I don't know if it should be more crumbly than it is, but I think it's fine. I haven't talked to anyone from my school in like 2 months, which I'm fine with because I don't like people anymore. So I'm not gonna lie and say that I never liked anyone in the first place, because believe me, that's not true. You win some, you lose some, and losing isn't always bad. I feel like it should be more crummy than it is right now. Okay, add milk. Use a wooden spoon or spatula until combined. Don't overwork the dough. 3/4 of whole milk. 3/4 a cup, not just 3/4. Because I am a mathematical genius. This is 1/2 cup of milk, 1/4. I really hope my big brain math is correct. And put the milk back in our refrigerator. So this is very relaxing to me. I thought I would like freak out and all that, which I kind of am because I want this to be really good. I feel like it should be better, but can't have expectations about something you've never done that are unrealistic. So this is very floury, but I'm not going to doctor it up because every time I doctor something up, it was how it was supposed to be and I end up messing it up. I've watched tutorials on how to bake biscuits, and I know that it's supposed to look like this. It looks like paper mache, but I know I'm doing a good work. So it says once it's combined well, it's gone. It's gone. It's gone.
Yeah.
As Mom says, straws are for idiots who don't know the drink's gone. So then it says transfer your biscuit dough to a well-floured surface. Oh man, I need to get flour. Okay, so I'm just gonna transfer my dough. It says not to use a rolling pin at all, so I won't. At some points it's going to be super sticky, and other points it's going to feel dry, but I know it's not dry. We're not trying to knead it too much because we don't want to overwork the dough. I thought it's just like nasty bread pieces, but it's flakes. what we have. Oh my gosh. Hands are red. To a 1-inch thick. Oops. That's 1 inch. No? It's definitely not 1 inch. Well, I guess we'll have some flat biscuit. I shouldn't be cutting this on our countertops, but whatever. It's a sad looking biscuit. That's fine. I'm gonna shape them until they're round. I feel like I'm going to regret this. That's not bad at all. Keep them in the order they were in, but I guess not since I'm just doing a bunch of big brain moments today. That's good. I'm trying to keep them as spaced out as possible. I am now going to melt that last little bit of butter and brush it over these biscuit scone thingies. And then we're gonna pop them in the oven and we'll have a reveal as to what they look and taste like once they're done. A small little dish like this, and we're going to do that. And what I've decided to do is it's unsalted butter, and I don't want unsalted butter for the top of it. So I'm going to add just the smallest amount of salt. It's probably really dumb. And then I'm going to melt it. It's not fully melted. I'll give it 15 more seconds. Ah! Ugh. Good stuff, good stuff. I'm just going to brush over each of these babies. That buttery aftertaste is coming through. Moment of truth, y'all. Moment of truth. We're going to pop these into the oven. Y'all can't see me. Y'all don't need to see me pop these into the oven. Hey Siri, set a timer for 12 minutes. Yay! I'm excited. We have our biscuits done and they have this really pretty brown look, and the bottoms aren't burnt. Ah! I'm gonna let that cool and then we're going to enjoy the biscuits and please hope they are good. So yeah. So there you have it. Look at these things. Oh, I don't want them to slide off the plate. So these are the, oh, they smell so good. Finished products. I'm gonna get the first taste. I chose this one because it has the most character. It's got a little tail. Oh, please God, if you love me. I'm so happy right now. Like and subscribe. Yeah. I'm happy to say the least. The very, very least.
Was that necessary?
Shut up. Good Lord. Bye guys.